Welcome to another Choose a Career episode. Today we are here with Lieutenant Curtis, and we're going to be talking about law enforcement. Tell us about law enforcement as a career.
So law enforcement as a career, I would say we do a lot of serving and protecting, as you would hear a lot. So we do a lot of that, and that could consist of helping someone on side the road change a tire or helping them get a tow truck to wherever they need to get their vehicle to. Also, we do community policing. That consists of, we have a junior deputy academy that we do with the kids. I think it's from like 3rd grade up to 8th grade. And we have them for a week, and we kind of show them all the insight of the sheriff's department and what we do as a whole. We also have search and rescue, which is a volunteer base for 18 years or older. We also have a cadet program, and it's from 12 to 18.
Well, tell us your story. How did you get involved with the DeSoto County Sheriff's Department?
So after high school, I started working in factories. I'm from Charleston, Mississippi. I started working in factories in Batesville, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. After that, they shut down, so I was forced to go from job to job. Mm-hmm. I eventually started working for the railroad company.
Yep.
After working for the railroad company for 2 years, a position opened up back in my hometown in Charleston for dispatch. So I took the dispatch position, and I was making maybe $9.60. And the police chief came over, and he said, "Hey, do you want to be a police?" And I immediately said no. I never was a police fan,
right?
And I immediately said no. But I thought about it, and I said, "Man, how much do y'all make?" And he told me how much it was, and it was 30 cents more. And I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And so after that, I went to the police academy, and I started enjoying it then. I love that structure. It's almost like military.
Right.
And I love that. And then once I got out and I started riding the streets and helping people out and trying to change people's lives in a positive way, I grew to love policing. So I went from...
So you got to see the serve part of it, which
right.
As public, we never really get to see.
That's right. And from there, I went to Highway Patrol. So I worked for the Mississippi Highway Patrol for a year, a little over a year. But it just wasn't what I wanted.
Highway Patrol can be a little bit of a lonelier position, can't it?
That's right. I'm by myself. And all I did was like work accidents, and
right.
That's kind of all I wanted. I like the adrenaline also.
Right.
So I went back and I came to DeSoto County, and I've been here since 2017. I started off as a patrolman. I started on night shift, and it was a little busier. You have people breaking in and stuff, so we're constantly checking businesses, making sure
right.
nothing's going on. And it's kind of hard to do the community policing side of it at night, but
right.
once I came to days, I was able to like knock on doors and speak with people, let them know I'm in the neighborhood, and like riding around and doing that type of stuff. So I went from there, and I joined the SWAT team. So I'm on the SWAT team currently. I joined it in 2017. We have 24 members. We do a lot. You don't see a whole lot of it. We do
right.
our stuff around 3 o'clock in the morning if we're doing warrants and stuff like
right.
that, but we train a lot. And so I joined the SWAT team. I became full-time SWAT. I did that for 3 years. I promoted to sergeant. Once I promoted to sergeant, I came to the SRO division, which is the school resource officers. Mm-hmm. So we have a school resource officer in each school of DeSoto County, and currently we have 22 schools, and we're up to 33 SROs that's in those schools.
Right.
I recently promoted to lieutenant, so now I'm the lieutenant over the SRO division, which means I have all the schools now. At first I had 10, and the other sergeant had 10, but now I got all of them, and I have the sergeants that come out and check on the guys every day.
Okay. For students who don't understand, we have multiple communities and cities within DeSoto County, but the Sheriff's Department has a jurisdiction over all of those.
That's right.
And because of the type of organization that y'all are, you also have way more resources
That's right.
than those other city departments. Tell
right.
us just a little bit about some of the capabilities y'all have. Y'all have a helicopter.
We have helicopters. We have 2 helicopters. We have a K-9 division. We have a SID, which is Special Investigation. They deal mostly with narcotics and I guess trafficking, human trafficking mm-hmm. and stuff like that. They deal with that. We have our Criminal Investigation Division, who deals with more of a felony side, like guns with felons with guns.
Right.
So convicted felons with guns. They deal with stuff like that. We have our Motors Division, which is the motorcycle guys.
Right.
They do a lot of escorts and They get out and they write tickets and do all that also.
Sure.
We have search and rescue. I talked about it. They also have a K9 where they go out and search for people, not just drugs, but they search for people.
And then your SWAT, which is well known in the area, North
Right.
Mississippi.
So we do
a lot of people come to train with you guys.
Right. We have a SWAT school that we teach. It's a 2-week school, and we have people from everywhere come into that. We have people from Louisiana. We have Texas DPS. They come through. We had people from the Pentagon come through. But we're, like you said, we're known for the SWAT in the SWAT community for
Right.
teaching at SWAT school.
Awesome. Okay. If a student is interested in becoming a law enforcement officer, maybe they're interested in becoming part of the sheriff's department. You mentioned earlier you have to go to cadet school. Tell us a little bit about that process.
Oh, so at the academy, it's physical. You'll learn about the laws down there.
Where is the academy?
So you have one in Jackson.
Right.
You have one in Jackson. You have one in Tupelo. You have one in Moorhead, which is down toward Greenwood area. So you have those 3 that you can go to, and they are 12 weeks long. It's physical.
So you're not placed. You choose which academy you want to go to.
It depends on what department you go to.
Okay.
We send ours to Tupelo or Jackson.
Okay.
I think it kind of depends on how close you are to the academy, which department sends you where.
Okay.
But Jackson is mostly known for the academy, which is Melota. That's what we call it, MLETOA. But that's the most known one, and most people go to Melota.
Okay.
But
And then how many weeks is it in the academy?
it's 12 weeks.
And then you start a training regiment here
Right.
with the sheriff's department before you're actually turned
Right.
loose.
So you have a field training officer, and he trains you up, and it is a 12-week program. So you would ride with him, and he check off the boxes of your officer safety. He check off your knowing where you are in this county, like knowing your area. There's a lot of boxes you have to check off before you just on your own.
Right.
And then you do a shadow phase, which is you ride for a week by yourself, but he follows you, and he cuts you loose after that.
Okay. And y'all continue to train throughout your
Yes, sir.
career.
Yes, sir.
It's always
Yes, sir.
constant training because technologies change, processes change. What are the salaries? What do they look like? I know they're going to be different for everyone, but what would be a general starting salary?
So uncertified, if I'm not mistaken, uncertified is $46,000. So that's before going to the academy.
Okay.
And that's working at the jail also. We have that. Once you go to the academy and come back and you're certified, it bumps up to 61.
Okay. So a decent starting salary.
Yes, sir. So that's certified first, like on the street. That's 61. 4 years is when you get a bump, and that's a raise for, we call it senior deputy pay, and I think it's 71.
Okay. And y'all are set up, are y'all on the state retirement?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so what people don't realize is the state retirement is a really good benefit. So
Right.
that's another piece of the package
Right.
that would definitely be something to take into consideration. Lots of different types of jobs with the sheriff, not just being an officer. There's lots of starting jobs that you don't have to go to Cadet Academy
Correct.
as well.
Correct.
Dispatch,
Right.
desk jobs.
Right.
Y'all are a
Jail.
very large organization.
Yes, sir.
So if someone's interested, who could they contact? How could they get in contact with the Sheriff's Department?
So the applications is online. DeSoto County Sheriff's Department line online. You can go in there, print it off, write it out. It's kind of long, but don't let that shy you away from it. But fill that out, get it turned in at the Sheriff's Department, and we will review your application from there.
For students who might not know where the Sheriff's Department is, where is it at?
It's in Hernando, 3091 Industrial Drive.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.